Welcome everyone. Welcome back to my stream. Today I will be talking about Project Gorgon. Now I've been talking a lot about Project Gorgon even while I'm playing another game. And people keep asking me, what is this Project Gorgon you are always talking about? So this is why I will give you a small explanation about this awesome game. Uh, for right now, it's still in development, but I can definitely say there's enough of material to keep you busy for a long, long time. So, first of all, this is not something like any other game. So, do not expect something like World of Warcraft or something. This is being developed by two people. Well, actually, they added a third one. So, three developers are working on this game. They have put in a lot of effort. They're communicating with us regularly. They're putting in a lot of, well, they're putting in as much updates as they can actually muster, because only two, three people, it's a lot of work for them. Um, it's been in development for about 5 years, I think, maybe a little bit more. Uh, we've been playing for myself. I've been playing for 3 years, I think, and I know that some people are playing for more than 5 years already. So, what is this game? This game is quite unique. First of all, as you can see, this cow here, it's not just a cow, it is me, Sprout. The other cow is just an NPC, but I can actually run around as a cow. So that's, I don't know if there's a lot of MMOs you can play animals with, but in this game, you are able to play, for example, like a cow, a deer, a pig, a rabbit, and many more. Well, a couple of more. So that's quite special. I guess here you go. There's like a small rabbit here. So that's also a player. So as you can see, this is not the top of the line quality of graphics, but it's definitely good enough to enjoy yourself. So the first thing that attracted that got me hooked to this game was I was looking at a YouTube film of some streamer, and he was showing me, well, everyone, he was showing the new player area, where basically you just walk in on an island and they explain. I think it's like 30 seconds. They explain you how to do combat, and that's it. So basically, for those people who hate being told what to do, there's no hand holding in this game. So you have the possibility of exploring and actually figuring things out yourself. Luckily, it's been out for quite a while, and players are actually putting in efforts to make a wiki. So for those who really want to use a wiki because they think it might be too hard to figure things out themselves, there is definitely a wiki, and you can check that. For those like myself who do not like looking things up because it kind of ruins the game for me, basically. Well, it's really easy not to look at the wiki. People are also really kind to not spoil anything if they know. If you explicitly tell them, like, guys, please don't ruin it for me. Just if I ask something, just give me a riddle or something, and just send me to a specific location or whatever. Like they will give you a riddle and then you can go that way. Uh, so, for example, the questing, that's quite interesting in my opinion, um, especially in the look how beautiful this sky is. Especially on the beginner island. There's like a guy who says like, yeah, I can't really talk right now. I feel really bad, and you have to figure out a way to make him more happy. So you can't really start doing quests for him unless you find a way to make him happy. And it doesn't show anywhere where you have to go find it or what it is you're looking for. It's kind of like you have to discover it for yourself, and that attracted. That was really awesome for me. So that's why I liked it, and I after seeing that I immediately came over, and I've never regretted it for joining this a lovely game. It's I've been spending this game I think 1300 hours or something. I've been playing this game, and it become better and better. The quality of the sky, for example, the quality of the water, like every little detail is better since I started playing. Look at this sky, man! Come on, look at the quality. Oh, that's the water. So yeah, questing, you just walk up to someone. There's no question marks or exclamation marks above someone's head. So basically, you have to talk to all the NPCs, and some might give you quests, some might not. Some might actually hate you because you're an animal, because some really hate animals and will not talk to you. Some might be racist. Well, yeah, like they might not like elves, for example. So you won't be able to talk to him. Um, that's quite nice as well. Some might actually. Okay, there's like a spoiler alert from this point on. There's two guys here, and they kind of hate each other. And if you want to do quests for one, you will reduce the relationship with the other. So you kind of have to be careful. Like if you want to talk to this guy, but you really want this guy as well, you have to be careful not to get into bad relationship with one or both of them, because they do not like you helping the other one. Look at this fire, man. Like right now, this my quality is set on amazing. I have a laptop, so it's not the best thing to play games on, but and it's not like a really expensive gamer laptop, so you can definitely run this on a potato, as they say. I've heard many people play this game and saying that they have bad PC, so yeah, so the quality is definitely not an issue. Running it's running really smooth, so no problems there. Um, Something people might actually be wondering about is how do I level and whatever. Leveling system is basically like something else. You just go to a trainer, learn some skills, and use them. But now there's the difference. There's a lot of different skills. There's a lot of different skills. Um, so, for example, you have about 134 skills. There's 32 combat skills, for example, which might range from, I don't know, a couple of healing skills like Bard or Druid. I myself am using Priest Mentalism. Those are really great for healing in a party. But you might want to go tank maybe and do shield staff, for example. Or you want to go all out damage, you might take archery with something else. Um, there's some skills where you can have pets like animalism. You can actually become an animal, which is also a combat skill. And on top of those 32 combat skills, there are 44 trade skills and 48 other skills, like alcohol tolerance, um, civic pride, dying. That's also a skill. So the more you die in specific ways, the more XP you get, and you will get bonuses for that. As you can see, I'm not lying, there are incredible amount of skills. So that's a lot. So so also what's really unique about these skills, uh, except having a lot of skills, um, there's also the option of combining those skills. So basically, it's as simple as having a skill and actually right-clicking it and changing it. So you can be like priest mentalism, but you can also be pig mentalism, cow, warden. Like you can combine almost all those skills, except of course if they are conflicting. For example, cold does not work well with fire. Um, Necromancy and priest do not work together, but there's not that many that don't work together. Um, so that's really cool. So you can have all the skills on one specific character, which I like personally. I don't like just changing two different characters because I don't remember which character is which and which character has what item, so you don't really have to if you don't want to. That's that's the great part about this game. There's a lot of areas as well to run around in. There's 11 areas, which is right now. I'm in Rahu, which is a really big desert thing, um, where there's a lot of stuff you can get killed by, basically. But this is the part where people run around, do some uh, like they're crafting here. For example, you can do some cotton gin. You can tan your leather. You can do some forging, or you can just plant some plants and everything. Um, what can you do as well? I started in the casino. I'll go back to the casino for a sec. Casino is one of the main hubs where people hang around to do quests or group up or something. There's the option of having two dailies here. Once you get a certain level, you can do dailies. There's also NPCs where you can talk to and do things. Also inside casino, there's an option of crafting or like growing crops. Here you can see the bunny is actually making some barley and cotton plants and stuff. Uh, and Madven here is growing some broccoli. So I will walk you around a few of the areas so you can see um, what there is. Um, while I'm running around, I'll talk about different things. There's also 35 dungeons, which is quite a lot, in my opinion. In those dungeons, you will, and outside as well, I think, you will find there be a lot of bosses, um, which, if you die from them, will give you a debuff and will change you in ways you'll have to discover yourself. um, while you're running around and doing different things, you might also get the advantage of different bonuses from potions, food, spells. But there's always an event bonus. Like every day it changes, or every week I think, and they will give you, for example, this time it is a super armor mode, where you get some more armor. Um, but also, for example, there's events like the Poetry Jam. These buffs are all from the Poetry Jam. It's every week. It's player made, so it's just players who do everything to gather everything and then make food and booze and all the players come together, have some fun, and you get some awesome bonuses while for the rest of the, I don't know, 6 hours or whatever. This one is 4.5 hours. This one is 6 hours. So you can run faster, you can fly higher, whatever. Um, so this is the desert. As it is common in the desert, you will get hot and you will lose the hydration. If you run out, you might die from it. And of course, you can reduce that by swimming. I think I will go and have a look in the Fair Realm for you guys. Uh, Teleportation. So there are some teleportation circles made of mushrooms, and if you have the right skill, you can actually teleport using it. Dum dum. The question is, uh, I apologize. I did not expect to do that myself. Okay. So basically, this kind of works like any other teleport, except this one uses these mushroom circles, and they go to another mushroom circle. I'm going to the Fey Realm because, in my opinion, it's one of the more prettier zones, especially as you can see if you look at the sky. It's incredible. So once in a while, there are some other events made by the devs, which, for example, I don't know if it's still running, but there's like a crafting caravan where you can make different things, get some bonuses. Look at the sky, guys. I can't get enough of. Oh crap! I'm getting attacked. Gotta get out of here. Um, There's also world boss events where you can fight ginormous bosses. Um, Normally, we go there with a lot of people and we kind of zerg them, but it's still a lot of fun. You can get some awesome loot from it, like gear or some crystals, whatever. Um, so that's a really nice event. We have some extra weekends where we have some really powerful buffs. Um, uh, yeah, and there's probably a couple of events that I kind of forget right now. Um, as you can see, the quality on this building, for example. Normally, I don't play at this quality, but yeah, it's really beautiful. We'll fly to that mountain over there. It's kind of cool. It has like some yellow crystals, orange, sorry, and some fire phoenixes and stuff. Um, so what I forgot about these skills, you have for every skill you have synergy levels. So let's see if I can find something. For example, fire magic, something a lot of people use. Um, so, uh, so for example, if you have 23 in fire magic, it says +1 cooking. So basically, if you're having problems, for example, leveling cooking, you could also level cooking by leveling other skills, which is amazing in my opinion. It's sometimes hard to find, but you can go through all these lists and see. For example, at 48, I have +1 to priest. 65 says +1 to ice magic. Um, and with those synergy levels, you can get higher than the maximum. For example, the maximum right now is 80, and my mentalism is at 90 because I have 10 of those synergy levels. So they're kind of more powerful because I have those skills unlocked as well. Um, Something that's also worth mentioning is the animals. Since you're going to have issues with people talking to you, because people don't really want to talk to you, there's like an animal town where you can actually look at these. There's like an animal town where you can do whatever you want, the same as a normal character would be able to play um, in the normal towns. So look in all this. Loot-wise, there is a lot of stuff going on. It's so extensive. I can't really talk about it. It's really extensive. Um, Anything you find on the ground or on a mob or whatever, everything is worth anything. Um, so basically, people will get a lot of stuff, and people might not know what is or what it does, but people just keep it. Um, and one day you will find a quest that you might actually need it for, or you just throw it on the ground. It will not get destroyed. People can actually pick it up, and for example, if I find dirt, it's worthless for me, if because I don't really like farming that much. But for people who like to farm a lot, it'll be gold. Like people would actually say like, why are you dropping this on the ground? This is a lot. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I love it. Like there's only like a few items that are completely worthless, but then you just sell them to the NPCs. Um, Also something awesome about the gear. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with the gear. It's not just gathering some gear that is awesome. You can actually transmute the gear to the wishes that you want. Like if there's like an ability on the gear, for example, here you see a couple of abilities. If those abilities are not to my liking, and I would like to have another ability from that specific skill, I will be able to change that. It's going to cost me money and probably a lot of effort, but I am actually able to do that. Of course, you need skills for that and as well. Um, Also, if you have like really good gear that you say like, oh my god, this is awesome gear, but it looks so ugly. I have unfortunately um, a couple of boots that used to be extremely ugly. Now they implemented something where you can actually glamour it and change it to any item that you have. So, for example, you can have like a really ugly thing and like a hat, and you might change it into the hat of Indiana Jones or something. Um, I'm just giving an example. Um, so that's what I like as well. For the transmutation, if you guys want to see how extensive it is, I made a, a stream for that as well. It's still on my Twitch channel and also on my YouTube channel. Um, yeah, this flew this way because I've never seen these either. It's a lot of hippogriffs and some winter trolls, and I'm getting attacked, of course. This is quite new. Kind of cool though. Uh, and there's some tornadoes coming. That's the entrance to a dungeon. Okay, so let's head back to casino. As you can see, I have a casino stone, so I can use it and get back to casino lickety split. And I will use the teleporter for a second. Um, so as you can see, there's like a fair realm with beautiful skies and stuff. We've been to the desert. Unfortunately, it wasn't day, but I will probably go back. What do we have else? I need to go to Kerr. So there's also two areas. So there's two areas where it's quite hot. One is a little bit hot, and the other is really hot. And there's two other zones where it's cold, and same thing goes a little bit cold. This is the semi-cold area, and there's like a really cold area as well. You'll be able to find gear that you can actually. Oh, this is looking good. That you can actually get some like winter gear that help you against the cold. These are some guys standing here where you can get some stuff. Oh, also, I almost forgot. For example, you can actually make some dyes where you can color your gear, and this is not by far all the dyes that are in the game. So you have a lot of mix and match options to color your gear. I'm not really good at it, so I can't really explain, but yeah. So let's have a look around this area. Hopefully I will not freeze to death. As you can see, it's snowing. The reason why I am a raven right now is because I'm a druid, and druids are able to change into animals. So I could be a duck and swim fast, or I could be a raven or something, like an owl to fly. I have uh, changing the look or skin of my gear. Yeah, I could, but I need to change into human, I think. I'll do that later. Yeah. Ah, shit. I could glamour something, yeah. Um, but I'll have to change into human again. I can do that for sure. Let me fly a bit more around here until I'm dead. Or I could take the portal to Eltibule, fly over Eltibule, and then I'll go to Serbule, and then I'll do it. So as you can see, I've been flying for what, 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and I'm almost out of warmth. So you need to figure out ways to keep warm in this area. I'll let you discover that yourself. Also, I should say, the only reason why I am able to fly as far as I can is because I'm a mentalist and I never run out of power. You need power to fly, and as you see, it drops down. But because I have a lot of buffs, I can stay into the air. Okay, going to Altibule. And I gotta say, even if after playing for 1300 hours, I still discover things that I never knew before. Also because they're putting in more stuff, but oh, okay. I did not know that, Cascrim. I did not know Kerr was getting a total revamp. That's kind of cool. I don't know why, but I'm kind of curious. Ooh. Yeah, I also noticed once in a while, um, when I log in, I see different textures change. So I think they do it without updating. They just every time something goes on or something, um, they just add some detail to it. Like I log in, there's like a new statue. I log in and there's like I don't know more quality on the foxes or stuff like that. Ooh. As you can see, the night sky is always. Oh wow. Uh oh. Bad weather. Oh yeah. Yeah. So as Kaskrim says, orcs will eventually come out, and they need to change curve for that. So what you can play right now is you can play a human or an elf or a rakshasa, which is kind of like a cat-like creature. Um, and you're able to play a fae once you've unlocked it through a quest. Look at the quality of this water. It's actually see-through. See, you can actually see the enemies. And they're gonna make orcs, and afterwards they're going to make dwarves as well. Eventually, as they say themselves. So over there, that castle, that's kind of the casino. But we're heading towards Serbiol, where I will try to change back to human so I can actually show you my gear and maybe glamour something. Okay, for those who do not want any spoilers, it might be a good idea to skip the next 10 minutes or so. For those who do not care, just stick around. Major spoilers ahead. Okay, can I do it like this? Yeah, we'll see. Should be. Yeah. Oops. Let's see if I can run past. Okay, second spoiler ahead. Blep. Okay. Uh, okay. Those people who just closed their eyes, I can open them again. So I don't think I've already told you guys. Max level is level 80, and they're working on to getting to level 100. And I believe they're gonna release the game when it hits level 100, which might take a little while because development is slow. But I like every single one of the updates so far. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna show you guys the Serbial a little bit. As you can see, it's a lot greener than the other zones. You have some giant mushrooms there. You have some giant hands there with clearly something blue and interesting. I will not divulge what it is. There's a farm there, and of course, the main thing, Serbial castle or keep, whatever, with a windmill and some houses. This is the main hub, and for all poetry jams, I will direct you to this inn. This is where all the fun happens every Saturday, uh, where we drink and dance and have fun and give some poetries and get everybody can get their buffs. Yeah, also great for cooking when there's no poetry jam. Another very important place, the well. If somebody asks to meet up, it's most of the time it's gonna be at the well or a casino. Also really good for water because you can actually farm on the other side of this little wall here. And there are some people making some potatoes, some onions. Kind of cool. And for those who really like auctions and auction houses, there's an option to get your own stall here and actually sell your stuff. So all these are owned by players. Um, and as you can see, this one is Kaskrim's shop. Let's see what she has. So as you can see, she has a lot of books. That's gonna be really interesting to read. So you can actually buy these books and actually read them yourself. You're able to actually write like novels into them, So these are kind of like effective group building for fun and profit. That's a very interesting one. So if you're new to the game, you can come up here and actually buy the book, and it will be full of tips and stuff that you might want to know about grouping up and getting profit. So there's like also she's working on getting bees. This seems to be the 613th bee she's made. So in this game, if you really want to put in the effort, you're able to breed the animals. She's made 613 or more. You can actually have that bee as well. I will actually show you the one I bought from Cascrum because it's kind of cool. Animal handling. See, so here is Buzz, my wasp. Maybe I should stand in the light. So my beautiful wasp can actually fight. So it's not like something you get for looks. It actually fights. It also has a lot of stats, what you can look. Um, and depending on what you do with the breeding, you can actually make them better or better looking. Like right now, this one has two antennae, and there's the option of only having one, or you can have different colors, body or wings or whatever. But if you want to know more, Kaskrim is an expert in it, so just ask her. Um, so you can buy some gear, for example. You can buy some mods that you can put on the gear as well. Like I've explained everything of that in a different stream, so you gotta check that. So yeah, you can buy everything here basically. Do check different vendors to see whether or not something might be cheaper than somebody else's. Um, the way to do it is you go talk to this golem. You just type in a name and you will find whatever. For example, cloth, and then you just select a cloth, and then you'll see, okay, this one is not being sold. Oh, oh really, Kaskrim? Let's check that. And so we can click on this, right? Show more info. Oh, wow. I did not know that. So yeah, you can click on it and then you can see the bee. So how it looks. As you can see, it also has two antennae, but it has different wings. And like this one is a freeze wasp. Mine is a poison wasp, if I remember correctly. And it's bred by Cascrim. It's only level 1. It's a female. And then the bonuses of the creature itself. Um, and vulnerabilities, that damage bonuses, mitigation when armor is full, all these lovely stats. Interesting. See, I keep learning things. Always good, always good. So as you can see right now, I have animal handling and mentalism. So it was as easy as just clicking another skill, and I can use it, no problems. There are some limitations. Sometimes you might not be able to do that. Um, you can actually have both the same, but it's kind of worthless, I believe. Ah, okay. I apologize, guys, that I kind of covered it with my with my info thing, Project Gorgon image. But yeah, I like to keep the chat invisible. Um, so this is one of the vendors here. You can actually talk to her and get the storage, and you can look at stuff. Now I am here to see if I need something for the glamoring because you guys wanted to see that. As you can see, there's a lot of storage, and that's just a few of those. Do not have anything here. Okay, so let me show you a couple since we're in town here. Let me show you a couple of gear. This one, for example, is the one I like the most. I glamored this because Cascrim was so nice to actually give me something I really liked. As I said before, my gear was really, really ugly. I tried to dye it, but I'm really horrible at it. So it came out horribly, horribly wrong. So I dyed it, changed it completely. Especially with the boots, I had like those big puffy boots made of seashells, and it's kind of a unique thing. The devs gave it to me, but they were so ugly. So now I'm kind of glad I actually changed everything. Yeah, as Crackscream said, it was really ugly. She was nice not to complain about it, but it was. So yeah, so let's see what I have left. I should have some gear. You have different loadout slots. Oh, that's also nice to take. For example, in the beginning, you will not have loadout slots, but you will earn them by leveling and stuff. So now it's kind of really easy, like everything. For example, Druid Bard, I can use this loadout, and you can see the two skills are changed. And normally, I apologize, I'm naked. Normally, if I have the gear on me, I can actually change into that gear. But right now, this is sexy Rakshasa body. So let's see. Do I have anything else? Cow Warden, maybe? Yeah, so the cow Warden gear I had on while I was a cow. This is the gear I have. Luckily for me, the cow doesn't show this because, as you can see, this is kind of ugly. Uh, if you look on to where's Babalaga? I just saw her. Okay, there. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Uh, so yeah, it's not really beautiful, is it? So let's see if I have different gear. I should have different gear on me. Okay, Fire Priest. This is Bard Priest. Okay. So I can change, for example, to Fire Priest, and since it's all in the loadouts, there you go. Like, see those ugly boots? Well, it's kind of cool when you have the complete set, but I didn't like it. Those were the boots before, and I glamored it to the nice boots I had earlier. So on my body, you see the winter gear. It kind of looks cool. But yeah, this is like a completely. It's a really bad set. Dread Bard, also really not that good looking. But that's because I'm really going for the stuff that I find right now. I don't really go for something that looks cool. But yeah, like there's like for a bard, it's kind of cool to have a horn or the lute. You could also get like fairy chimes. This is from Faerun. You can also play them as well, and it will give music, and people can actually dance on that. But let's have a look at Skadi, for example. Okay, there's a lot of different stuff here as well. Um, this one, for example, that actually fits perfectly. It's all the same color, it's all the same style, and she's running off. Let's stalk her. Or like the purple one here. Look, it's all winter gear, all the same color. It's a lot better as you can see. So basically, you can actually either get the complete set, or you can actually just glamour them as well. Also, I think there should be one or maybe two poetry jams on my Twitch stream as well, and you can actually see me running around looking at people. like everyone is actually showing up in cool gear. Some actually have specific gear for the poetry gems. Like look at this one, nice armor, sword, a really cool shield. I've seen shields lately that are really pretty. So it's kind of cool. So yeah, my gear. I'm glad I have one piece of gear that's cool, but so yeah. So yeah, let's see if we can get this gear to be a bit better. Unfortunately, I have to go to casino, and I kind of ruined it, so I can't really port there. So it'll take a couple of minutes. So we'll head over to casino to glamour stuff. While I'm flying there, I will give you guys a little bit of a hint, like a couple of tips for playing this game. Probably Kaskrim will have done it a little bit better in her book, but I'm just gonna wing it. First of all, there's so many skills. Try to find two combat skills that you really like. For me, it was really easy. I wanted to heal. I just took something that was awesome to heal, and then I kept building on that. And eventually, if I found priest, and I was like, okay, I'm never living this anymore. So for me, it was really easy. Other people might actually have a problem because it's 32 combat skills and they might want to try all of them, but try and find two skills that you really like and focus on that. Um, Try also to maybe focus on two crafting skills, because otherwise it's gonna cost you a lot of money and effort. Just try and get to max level first, and then everything is gonna be way easier to craft. Um, Make sure you join up with people. For those who like to play solo, this game is it's possible to solo. It's not like other games who really focus on group playing, but I would advise you to group up with others because it's gonna be more fun. There's some challenges that you might want to do together. Killing a boss, for example. Good luck doing that by yourself unless you're really overpowered, and maybe too high level. Um, Try and I don't know, gather everything. That's what I do normally because everything might be worth something. Even if it's not for you, it might be worth something to someone else. And what we normally do is we run around and help each other and give stuff. This is also a good look, just white and then some red gloves. Kind of cool. He's really slow because he's overburdened, I'm sure. Yeah, I was going to go to my bank and see if I have some glamour berries. So let's see. Send anything, right? No, not here. Ah, it's day as well now. I think. Oh, almost. Yeah. I can show you guys around the desert. Uh, so glamour stuff. Wait. Ah, it's in casino. My bad, guys. Oh, but I do have some gear here. Maybe... No, I'll use this one. Okay, so I completely did not see where it was. Ah, here they are. So we got some glamour berries. We have some ugly looking gear. So let's see. Yeah, let's see. We'll take this one, although it's still good. Yes, let's go for this one. So for example, we have this helmet here, and I would like to have it look like maybe this one. So I would like to have this look on this. So because I like these stats on this trooper helm, but I do like the look of this Bovis special. So what we do is we right click, we do glamorize, and then we have two items. First of all, you take the item to glamour, which is the one I am wearing right now. I might need to unequip that, I'm not sure. And then item to copy appearance from. So basically I take this one because I want the look of this one on this item, and then I just apply. There you go. And now it looks exactly the same as the other if I wear it, of course. So now you can see the trooper helm is not the metallic anymore. It's like the nice chainmail with some, I don't know, leather maybe. So now you see if I take the Povis special, it's exactly the same as the other one. So it's easy as that. I can't remember where you get the glamour berries from. I think it was from an event or something. Gascrim is gonna have to help me there. My memory is bad sometimes. I will get my stuff back where it belongs. Where do we get the glory glamour berries again? Oh, there's a nice deer. Oh. I thought the glamour berries were from an event. Look at the quality on these guys. Ah, yeah, here, glamour berries. Yeah, you can buy it for 20 event tokens. So when you do events, you get some tokens, you can get some awesome stuff like teleports, personal teleports, glamour berries. You can actually get some juice for changing to bunnies and stuff. It's quite awesome. Okay, well, we're not going to spend tokens on them. Yeah, it's really expensive, so it's an option, but don't do it. Um, Oh yeah, yeah. The guild sign here somewhere. Guild roster. Spend credits. Yes, the glamour gourd. So basically, you get when the guild does quests, and when, like for example, this one, guild storming the Nexus, give the soul to Percy. When you're online, when somebody does a part of the quest or they finish it, you get some credits. For example, I have 410. You can just buy those with the credits. It's really easy. It's definitely way cheaper than the event tokens. The event tokens are extremely hard to find. Um, you can get some teleports first aid. You can get some reses from those as well, which of course I have, um, and some potions and stuff. But don't use that. It's just silly. I was thinking, is there anything else I should show? I don't really want to show you guys the beginner area because I want you to explore it yourself. It's gonna be better. Oh yeah, let me show you the desert maybe. Oh yes, Bovis. I almost forgot Bovis. I'm sorry, Cass. So let's head to Bovis. So right here, down here is the dangerous part of Rahu. If you go here, you will get attacked. So yeah, you be warned. It's full of Rakshasa, so they don't like people. I also am a Rakshasa, but I am one of the nice ones. Are there more buildings here? Or is it just me? This looks more filled up. Cool. And as all deserts, there's a lot of open space. Yes, Kaskram, I have been gone for quite a while. But I've played around on that hill when I came back, so if it's new, it's probably from last month or something. There's a lot of ore here, guarded by some necromancers. I love the quality of these rocks on amazing. Welcome to Povis, the highest level area. It's really beautiful. As you can see, you have like a river, like a lake, with a lot of trees. There's a giant mushroom. We also have a giant town. Also, one of the events, you can actually subscribe to a pigeon mail, and a pigeon will come over to tell you like there's gonna be a special event. Oh, it's a swamp. Okay, my apologies. It's a swamp. So there's gonna be a special event that gives you some more XP. But basically, every time it's night, you can actually defend the town from enemies that swarm the town. And every time you defend, you get some more standing with town. which will give you more storage. As you can see, it's a lot of cool Japanese looking buildings. Also, this is quite kind of the hub where most NPCs are. There are some at different locations, but there's the most are here. As you can see, there's like tentaculars, like tentacle creatures. Yeah, as you can see, you can't look through it. It's definitely a swamp. For those who like dinosaurs and archaeology and stuff, there's some archaeologists here that are doing some research on living skeletons. Is that a donkey? Oh yeah, swamp ass, true. You will also find that the devs have a great sense of humor. Like they name their mobs like swamp ass, for example. And I would like to advise you to um, try and read as much of the lore and like the NPCs talking to each other and stuff like that, because it will definitely give you some immersion, and it's well written in my opinion. See, you have like those stegosaurus, the triceratops, sorry, um, and you have some gallimimus, some Deinonychus. These names, jeez. So yeah, I think that's about it. I've shown you a couple of areas. Um, I've talked about the different skills. There's a lot of crafting. Um, yeah, I don't really think there's much more to tell. I would advise you to try it out. It's on Steam. There's a free demo you can play around with. I believe you can go up to a certain level. Um, if you're interested in playing it, then I think I'm not completely sure you can continue with that character, um, and you don't really have to subscribe afterwards. There is an option to subscribe, but it really only gives you a bit more slots in your bank and in your personal inventory. So it's more like you're helping the developers develop this game. Um, I believe it's $40 or $34. I can't remember. Um, so not that expensive. So yeah,